I smell like death. I just got off from the coroner's office, actually the medical examiner in Los Angeles, and I got my certificate. Here it is. Bam. So it says Department of Medical Examiner, County of Los Angeles, Certificate of Attendance. This is to certify that Emmanuel Salgado has participated in the Youthful Drunk Driving Visitation Program pursuant to California Vehicles Code Section 23509 as an alternative sentencing method in an effort to reduce the number of alcohol, drug, and behavior-related incidents, accidents, and deaths. Completed today, June 17, 2026. Signed by Ode C. Ukpo, MDMS, Chief Medical Examiner. It was pretty insane, pretty deep in the sense that people who have killed others while they're drinking and driving, like there's this one case where this girl killed her nephew or cousin and she got 60 plus years in prison. So she was going to be released, like, I don't know, by the time she's 90 or something. But that was her second death. The first one was a DUI related case too. And she only served 5 years. So, I mean, after that, they give her like 70 years in prison. And she was young too. It's crazy. So nothing saved her after that. So that would be considered the Watson case, or Watson. Pretty much that's when like you kill someone because of driving under the influence. But it got deep because, I mean, there was someone there that was also describing not all of them are DUI cases. This is, to be honest, the second time I go to this medical examiner, and they did change a section of that tour. We did get to see some lobotomies happening, and I outside of the window and everything. There was like a tray where they would hold bodies just kind of like on the alleyway, like a cart. And I remember one time seeing a baby there, right, the first time around, and they were just waiting for their pictures to be taken. But they took that off because some people said that it's high profile people, and also like in the case that a family member might be there, right? I guess it must have happened a couple times. You could see like a documentary was last shot like in 2015, that you go inside and you could see what's happening and everything. There's this guy specifically by the name of Ted, and he was very more compassionate about, just be safe, take care of your loved ones, and if you have kids, hug them and everything, and do everything for them, and just seeing the world in a more compassionate perspective. I asked a question, and so did this one girl. She was talking about stab wounds and everything, and where her brother died like a year ago, 2025, where he got stabbed 12 times. And so they wanted to see and have the case, review the case, right? And one of the guys said like just to hold on, because she was so they could talk to her about it, because she feels like she has the proof, right, of his murder. And yeah, so she opened up on that. But I remember first asking a few questions to Ted about, if someone dies, let's just say someone dies, right? I'm just referring to my brother at this point. And how would they be going there specifically? How old was he? And so he said like the younger people do end up going there, and even if it's for a bit. And one of the things that stuck is like if this person dies, like, or if he dies of cirrhosis or anything, like that's something that you could tell within 10 to 20 minutes. So you go in, you get out. So, and that's like cirrhosis of the liver and everything. He just said all you do is like a small incision, and you find out. And so it was just a trip, like, just thinking about it and seeing all the bodies there. There's probably I think I already said it, but 400 plus, 500 bodies, dead bodies in the freezer. It's like 30 plus degrees in there. I mean, I gotta go take a shower. My hair probably smells. Yeah, my hair smells like death. It smells like carcass. And so does my clothes. So I'm gonna go shower because I gotta go work after this. So yeah, it's crazy. There's a section for just mainly adult males. So, they're specifying like, hey, you guys who have responsibility to take care of your loved ones, take care of them. Obviously, we have a duty as guys, as men, to look after those people, our loved ones, right? And sometimes we don't notice how big of an impact we have, but there are people who rely on us at the end of the day. And, and the worst thing, at least the infant side, the baby side wasn't filled up. So there's a few babies in there. And there was like also like a jar that they had where they had fetuses inside. And those were like the younger ones. But yeah, it's not only DUI. It's probably 40% of it is DUI, but the most one is like speeding, related deaths, homicides, and just unquestionable deaths. And sometimes some are unclaimed. So they're there. Sometimes they find them like a week, 2 weeks. And then obviously the stench gives it away. And then they end up there. So that's just a brief, as I'm here right now and just talking about it. This is my second time going to one of these. So the first time it was pretty insane too. I didn't realize if it was real or fake. To me, everything seemed like a prop. I actually have a video talking about it. I have to find it. But this one meant even more so because I'm seeing it through a different perspective and just what they had to say. Before, I was just more infatuated about the bodies, the dead bodies, the people working there, having the lunchtime, joking around. I mean, it's a workplace at the end of the day, the coroner. So, at the end, it's like it's almost like a meat factory, You shoot the shit, you eat as the bodies are there, doesn't matter. You get used to the smell. But yeah, and the smell felt stronger this time. Now I remember it again, So, but yeah, I definitely reek right now. So, I'm just gonna go shower, take the stench of death off my clothes and off my body. So, the one that was presenting this pretty much said, just don't come back. That's it. If you didn't learn anything else, just learn that. Put in your heads that just don't come back. And whether it's a second, third DUI or in a body bag, that's it.